All right, guys, we are back from Dallas. We have these 4 stacks over here. I also threw in a few smaller items that I got in the mail this week. So a little bit mixture of both. Guarantee you have not seen all the cards that I'm going to show you. There's some pretty cool non-sports and different things like that. So with that being said, let's go into these stacks. I have a raw stack over here, cards that are still available, and then we have cards that have sold just for organizing sakes. And if you guys are interested in some of the cards in this video, you can either message me on Twitter or Instagram, or even email me and I can work out a deal with you. Some of these are for PC, so just a heads up with that one. We're going to start out with the 1938 Ducky Medwick. Now, this does have a few creases in it, but from far away, it does present extremely well on it. So I don't know if I'm going to get this one slabbed up first or sell it raw. Either way, pretty cool card. Extremely popular set. People know the Joe DiMaggio in there and Bob Feller. Not rookies, by the way, even though everyone tends to call them rookie cards. Then we have a batter up Jimmy Fox. Same thing with this one. I'll probably end up getting it slabbed up. His Jimmy Fox cards have been extremely popular the last 2 years or so. When I pick them up, they tend to move really fast for me. An iconic Stain Musial card. This is 100% a beater. Creases. We have some paper loss on the back, but these 53 Bowman colors tend to do pretty well across the board. We have a big PC pickup, and this is the Babe Ruth 5-piece bat from Top Sterling. Paid $300 for it. I think this is going to be the one for a while until I can upgrade to a pinstripe and also a bat. Ideally, I would want to have like a 3-piece relic, if not more. I mean, I'm not going to complain if it's a 4 or 5, but I want to have at least one pinstripe, maybe one plain jersey, and a bat. Probably really tough to find. They're super expensive, so finding this, I thought this was really, really cool, which is number 10, like some of the other Sterling pieces, but you can't complain. And this is from 2010 Sterling, which I watched open quite a bit when I was a kid. Back then, I was watching box breaks on YouTube. I think the guy's name was Cards Infinity. Used to stream those back when I got home from middle school. It was really, really cool. All right, so we got some Vennies over here. So these all I picked up in a lot. 2 of them I'm going to end up keeping for the PC, and I thought them over. I don't have a Jim Palmer rookie in my collection. I know you can find some nicer examples of Jim Palmer Venezuela cards, but I think this is definitely a good starter, at least for my collection with those. And that's going to be my first Venny rookie. So we have this one over here. As you can see the back over here as well. But yeah, Palmer, not really appreciated that well in the hobby for some reason. The other one I'm going to keep is this 1962 Koufax. Yes, I know he has a 59 Venny. They're expensive and they're tougher to find than the 62s, but you guys can see the back on this one. It's actually pretty cool. Quite different than the Topps version of a 62. Don't have anyone on hand, so I can't show you that, but I'm going to keep that. The 2 that I'm going to end up selling is the 64 Maze. Yes, it looks great from far away. It does have a few creases, does have a full back intact as well, but there is that one, and then the 64 Oliva. So if you're looking for some Vennies, hit me up. These are both available. So there are those. Up next, we have some non-sports. This was the last non-sports that I picked up at the show. General Patton, and pretty good looking card. I think this is an upgrade. They're not worth the ton, but I think it's pretty historic, especially World War II campaign. These I got in the mail this week. We're going to start off with this set from, I think it's either 83 or 84. I know there's a copyright 84, but I've talked to a few people. It could be one of those 2 years. Why that's important is we have a U2 rookie. I mean, I'm not going to lie. This is kind of a weird U2 rookie because it shows no band members or anything like that, but still early printed on card. We also have Motorhead, Van Halen in the Lamborghini, which I thought was pretty cool. Stevie Nicks. And then Leonard Skinner. They have a first card in 76, but this might be their second. Assuming no others get discovered. You guys can see the backs on these. I mean, kind of random, like which way they're printed. And like this one right here, but the card is like that. I don't know. Low quality printing on this type of stuff, and you guys can see the copyright 1984 on the back. Not sure who else is in the set. Definitely need to do some research and do a write-up on it. But there are those. I've wanted this card forever with the back intact. I have it pasted in an album, but this is a 1984 Iron Maiden. The other Iron Maiden rookie card with the full band I have in the highest grade, which is an 8. these were not folded in comparison to this card right here, which has a fold in the center. That's how they were distributed in the packs. So it'll be interesting how the grading companies end up creating these in the future. But this is something I really, really wanted. You guys see me wearing my Iron Maiden shirt all the time. I've seen them twice. Wish I saw them in Tampa the other week, but got pretty busy. We have a 1985 Van Halen. Cool on that one. And this is an off back. I think this was French or German. Sorry, guys, I don't remember on top of my head. But I have the normal Panini version, don't have this one. And when I saw this listed, I was like, all right, I got to buy this one. Pretty good shape overall. And probably like a 4, 5, somewhere around that range. These two, they don't have any dating on it yet. And I actually picked up a full pack of these as well. But these are, I think, from 87 or 88. This James Hetfield was really, really cool. I mean, it's a jumbo card. It has 2 skateboards over there, dual Metallica. When I saw this, I was like, I got to buy it. And they have the backs intact still, which is tough to find. And, like, just to explain how massive these cards are, like, this is a SGC graded case, and you guys know the size of those. And that's the card over there. So, like, they're wider than a normal SGC case. Huge ones. So it'll be interesting when the grading companies end up grading these in the future. And then we have an SOD, which Scott Ann, I think he was in it before Anthrax. Correct me if I am wrong. But around the same time period that Anthrax was being started. I think the drummer of Anthrax also was in this band. But don't know for sure. Either way, those are the 2 biggest bands in that set. There's a few other unknown bands or like smaller bands, and then there's a bunch of other stickers that aren't music related because it's technically a skateboarding set. But I thought those were kind of no-brain buys when I saw them because they just don't come up that often. And guys, while I sort this out and get into my next stacks over here, if you're brand new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I know we're closing in on 10K subscribers, or we might have hit it by the time I've uploaded this video. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and that way I can share more cards that I buy with people and hopefully get more people into vintage and non-sports. That's the goal, right? So I really appreciate it, and subscribing is 100% free. So these are cards that I've already sold. Literally, I post what I buy at card shows and people message right away. So I do help people with some of their PCs as well. So I'll actually showcase 2 cards, which I thought were kind of cool, helping someone with their PC. If you guys have any projects, let me know as well, because I want to help you out. So I know someone that's trying to build out a collection where he's trying to get 1 card of every Hall of Famer in a different set. So he didn't have a caramel or of either of these caramels yet, or is these Hall of Famers. I can't remember for sure. I know Southworth doesn't have a ton of cards. Then there's a roofing from the caramel. So either way, we're able to make a deal to help him get 2 cards closer to his full run, which I thought was really, really cool. Up next, we have a 1960 Koufax, followed by a 57 Jim Bunning rookie card. Low grade, but I mean, it does look pretty nice. A 55 Bowman Mantle, which now I've owned this card twice. We'll see if I end up doing it 3 times. So I originally sold this card a while ago, and the guy that I ended up doing the deal with, Caleb, made a trade with me. So I had a 55 in a 2 grade. We ended up swapping the 1 for a 2, and part of a large deal for a 6 Rose rookie, which you'll see in this stack. But it's kind of funny when cards come back. It's kind of cool actually, because you can help out the original person that purchased it get into a nicer copy or a better example over time. And we have a 1932 Joe Cronin sent off to NYC Taper on Twitter. We do quite a few deals, and he collects Joe Cronin cards. So saw this one, no brain purchase on that. So the other stuff in the center, as of now recording, these are available. Message me Twitter or Instagram, or you can email me. No promises though when this video is uploaded if they are still around. So Vic Willis T206. We have a Joe Tinker Old Mill back T206. Super popular Cubs. These are some of the old school SGC slabs. Got a Clark Griffith in a 4 low-end Hall of Famer, but I have 4 T206 Hall of Famer. No-brainer buys. Another Fred Clark for your in that 4 grade. Got a John McGraw. This is a 350 460 back. You guys can see that over there. They have the cross on that. A little bit scarcer. We have some E120s. We have a Zach Wheat in a 3.5. Roush in a 3.5. Rixie in a 4. Eddie Collins in a 2. Over here, a Lazary in a 6 from Diamond Stars. This was actually a mail day item. And then we have a Zach Wheat in a 5. These T205s are really, really tough to find in mid to high grade. Most of them you're going to see are 1s or 2s. So here's those. And lastly, we're going to get into the stack. I guess we're going to show off one of the biggest cards I purchased. This is the 6 rows. I shouldn't say purchased. I ended up trading for this one, / also throwing in some cash, but really, really good eye appeal on this card. Another T206 Frank Chance. This is a polar bear back. Some more 32s over here. I think it's Chick Hafey or Haffey. Sorry, guys, don't know how to pronounce his last name. Bill Terry. Got an M116 of Ed Walsh. E90-2 of Fred Clark. There's 3 different versions of the E90s to my knowledge. You guys can see the back on that one as well. And then Frankie Frisch, again in a 4. Another mail day card. Hank Greenberg in a 1.5. Another mail day card. And lastly, we're going to finish this off on the Sam Rice. If you haven't watched my Dallas Card Show vlog, guys, it is right here. If you can see the majority of these pickups. Also, I had 3 albums that I picked up there. Or not 3 albums, sorry. 4 rock albums. So you can see all the cards in there